thankful to be here, and we're happy to be here and excited to still be playing for something. Obviously, we're excited about playing at home against James Madison. James Madison's been a long-time rival of ours, and obviously it's been well documented about the fact that neither team has won on their own campus in a long time. And we're looking forward to playing Madison and hopefully trying to break this streak.
Thank you. Questions?
Coach Scott, is there any doubt that in terms of playoff qualification, the loser is done? And part B is, have you brought that up with your guys, and this is a must-win?
I think that's all up to the committee, whether we're done or not. And I don't just speak for Richmond, but I speak for the entire league when I say that, I think, a 7-win team out of the CAA definitely deserves a bid in the playoffs. But, we don't talk about wins and losses. We talk about things one game at a time. And we never go into a game expecting to lose. So I'd never tell these guys, if you lose, you're done. But it's a thing that I think all the guys know. They read and they listen and they understand the playoff system because this team has been in the playoffs, for a long time here. So, we know what we have at stake, and we're looking forward to playing on Saturday.
Team is 3-0 in red and 0-1 in blue.
We're wearing red.
Wearing red. Hey, based on the recruiting you've done on behalf of Richmond, do you see Madison people on the road who you recruit as much as anybody or more than anybody, or is there somebody else who you recruit more against?
As far as their staff,
yes.
I think when we were here before, and I'm not sure, how it went after I left, but I think some of the bigger recruiting battles, were between, James Madison and Richmond. Obviously, with Kevin and Eric and all the guys, and Griff Yancey, all the guys that are, local guys that are playing in this game. I think we were all in a lot of these guys' houses. Some of the kids from Maryland. And, I think both schools attract a similar guy. And, different kids pick different schools for different reasons. But, we do see him out a lot, and I expect to see him again.
Does that help explain why this series has been so tight and why the home team hasn't won in a half dozen years?
Well, there are a lot of ties. You have guys, on the staffs that have worked at different places together. You have kids that played high school football against each other. And, you have two of the better teams in the league. I think, anytime we get together with Madison or William and Mary or Delaware or Villanova for that matter, you always have tough games. I think from what we're able to see, you have a tough game in this league every week, no matter who you play.
You mentioned Eric. In regard to his streak, how much of it is physical fitness, how much is toughness, and how much is just dumb luck that you just don't get caught in a position that can hurt you?
I may jinx myself for saying this. I don't think there's anything lucky about Eric McBride. I think, he's a player that he works his tail off. He shows up to work every day, even in our Sunday runs, which are just, minor conditioning sessions. Eric comes out and works every day. He takes care of his body. He does the things that he needs to do to make sure that he's capable of playing. So, I guess maybe he is fairly lucky, but I think it's a lot of preparation that has gone into what Eric's done.
How would you describe this rivalry to somebody that doesn't know about it? It's kind of a
like him.
Well, I'd say kind of fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be an exciting game. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. I guess sometimes there have been games that have been a little bit less close than others, but I know that there have been games. I guess probably about 4 of these games have been decided on the last drive. I can't tell you that our kids are exactly friends. On game day. And I think you have to look forward to a lot of the things that happen in rivalry games. But I know it'll be played very tough.
They come in dropping 3 straight and sort of they're in a similar situation, backs against the wall, sort of desperation a little bit. Not that you're feeling the same thing, but is there a little added something to this game?
Well, anytime you play, you want to win, and obviously, Coach Matthews is going to have those guys ready. If somehow, some way, James Madison was coming here 1-7, he would have those guys prepared to be able to win a football game, and we're going to prepare our guys the same way. We worry a lot more about Richmond than we do about James Madison, and we're worried about making sure that we can correct mistakes that we made last week to put ourselves on track to win this game.
You suggested Montel White's eye issue came and went. Would that mean he's going to take your first snap on Saturday?
Right now it's probably still a game time decision. We had Montel took snaps yesterday, Nick took snaps yesterday, and John's been taking snaps for the last 2 weeks. We're just waiting for maybe the doctor to clear him. Obviously some of that stuff didn't work out until Thursday, but it'll be a game time decision about who the quarterback will be. But whoever he is, he'll be prepared and ready to play. He looks great. He's just got a cast on his left hand. He looks like John Lobb did all summer, and he's excited. He's kind of chomping at the bit about playing, but obviously, our medical staff's got to make sure that he's healthy enough to play and not damage his wrist, even further.
Hey, Montel, when you envision the future,
Montel or Latrell?
excuse me, Latrell, when you envision the future, do you see Aaron Corp playing quarterback next year with Montel redshirting?
We hope to have Aaron healthy. We hope to have John healthy. And the great thing about Montel is that he's played in games. And, if you have the luxury of doing that, obviously you're able to, stock him away for a year. But, I mean, who can promise you that after what we've gone through this season? I think, we'll let those guys come back and we'll play and we'll make the decision as it goes. But it'd be a luxury if we were able to redshirt a kid as talented as